Alright guys, good morning and welcome to another Alpha Data FX market analysis. Today we're gonna start with the economic calendar as usual, but bear in mind that today is NFP Day, the highest volatility injection on a monthly basis on markets, right? Unless of course Trump comes out and says something about any tariff, any new tariff or something like that, right? Or any war. We are in war times still, wow. Okay, anyway, GBP retail sales. We already had those ones before early this morning. Kind of mixed in if we check the yearly, right? Year over year. Negative. The retail sales and excluding fuels is positive. So it's clearly that fuel is the one that weights negative on the retail sales number. On a monthly basis, we are positive in both. Now we're going to check if the pound actually reacted to this or just stay as it was before. Then we have 11 a.m. GDP coming from the European Union, quarterly and yearly. And then we have at 2:30 p.m. all the USD employment data together with the Canadian, right? So it's a very volatile market during the afternoon. We're gonna try to do some scalp if we have any opportunity, any high probability opportunity. Else, we're gonna sit on our hands. We're gonna see how market reacts to the employment data, and we're gonna move from there after. Okay. Let's do a relative strength analysis. Here I already did a little bit. We have AUD, NCD, and Euro as the main strongest pairs, and USD and JPY as the weakest. That means we are on a risk on a scenario for the day, right? Now let's move on to the Dixie. Let's check what the US dollar is doing. Still in that range. I think this range is only gonna be broken on a higher or lower than expected NFP results. Otherwise, I don't see why we should move outside this range. It's consolidating. Let's check the 16 hours just to, yeah, the overall trend. Oh, let's go to the daily, weekly. My question is, why is this to this low? It should be to this low. To this high. Let's remove this, and this. This is just a measure of where we are standing. We have these two demand zones. This one, we had a clear rejection out of this one. I believe this is a monthly? Yeah, a monthly. A clear monthly demand zone. And we have another one right here. We had a strong reaction to the first one. Oh no, it was okay, sorry. A very strong reaction to the first one, but we're still trending downwards. So on the very higher time frame. Here I still see the look at this. Being rejected from the higher time frame supply. I still expect bearishness here, to be honest. I'm expecting price to do this. Boom, 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 boom. Unless again we have a resilient labor market, which would imply that rate cuts are no longer needed, at least for the moment. But yeah, we'll see. That's what I expect. Let me put this here. We're not gonna trade the dollar. Usually during the NFP morning is very choppy. During the NFP week, actually, it's very choppy. On the hourly, look, we have this demand zone, bang, which already was touched and rejected. And then the next one is down here. So yeah, I totally see this going down. Something like maybe this. Can't I? Okay. Maybe something like this. This would be NFP. Boom. Yeah, that looks pretty much as what I am expecting. All right, so I'm gonna put this one on the we're in the middle of the range at the moment, so it could be any direction. We could like just bounce and go continue up, or just go lower. No high probability scenario here at the moment. Boom. So, all right. We are all right. So now we're gonna check the crosses. NZD USD. NZD USD. As far as I remember. Oh, just a sec. I have a call. All right, we're back. So NZD USD. We know that it has been bearish for the last many days, but let's check what it has to tell us. See, bearish. Currently in a supply zone. So we can trim it like here. And we also have this one. Let's let that one. And here we have the other one. Too much supply to go through without any catalyst. But again, if we are expecting bearishness on the dollar, we could expect a bullish move on the on NZD USD. But still, NZD is not the one that I would choose because it cut rates and everything. So yeah, NZD USD no, NZD JPY. Well, okay, let's go to Euro USD or Euro JPY. Euro has a strong position to be long, so let's go to those two. No need to. Actually, let's check all of them, just for the sake of it, you know. So weekly we are sideways, daily sideways, more bearish oriented. All right. So basically, sorry, I didn't say anything, but here lower lows, lower highs. So last significant high was here, low, lower high. We could go for lower low with ease. You see? Yeah, not a good chart either. So we discard NZD. Let's go to Euro USD. Let's see what it gets for us. Bullish. sideways, I would say. Rangy, rangy, rangy. Rangy. We've been in that range. Look at that. One breakout fail, two, or false breakout if you want to call that. Three false breakout. Hour. This one is gone, this one is gone. This one is gone. It's not saying anything to me. Sitting in the middle of the range. This is a strong supply zone. Very strong. Covered by that one too, so yeah. But we're looking to long this, right? Choppy sideways action. Euro JPY. Let's go again, weekly. Bullish, bullish, bullish. As expected. I like much more this one, much more. This one was already touched and rejected, so now, okay, but we're still bullish. Let's go to the hourly to see if we are still bullish, Too many wicks. I don't like when there are so much indecision in the market. I like one-sided price action. You see? So the good thing is that it came down here to this demand area and reacted, right? It reacted from there. No, I guess it. $11 reaction, nothing out of the charts. Yeah, we don't have any clear demand area where we would say, okay, let's go from here. Why? Because we are rangy. We are almost sideways. Not seeing anything, guys. This week has been so low probability. My God. Let's go AUD USD. But I'm afraid. Look at all those weeks. Sideways. Okay, yeah, we come from summer and whatever. We have these two supply zones. Let's combine them all together, just for the sake of safety. Yeah, we're steady grinding higher, but I still don't like the price action, guys. Don't like it at all. I think the way we're coming is we're gonna sit on our hands. AUD JPY, you know what I think about trading complete Asian pairs doing out of the even more on a Friday, right? Makes absolutely no sense. All right, guys, that's it for today. hard week for those of you who want to pull the trigger, right? This is the week where you develop your discipline and your resilience, and you understand that no trade is a position, right? It's a position. When there are no high probability trades, you just don't execute, period. This week, Tuesday, it was a no trade. Wednesday, no trade. Thursday, no trade. And today, no trade too. We don't trade if we don't see anything that is high probability. So, nothing, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. We come back on Monday stronger and with a clear outlook after the US employment data, and we move from there. This week is only 1+1 R. We had a winner and a loser during Monday that left us with 1 R. And that's it. +1 R. If it's 1% in a week, it's okay. You don't need to force anything. We're here for the long run, right? This is a marathon, not a sprint. I know you've heard that before. So have that in mind. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your families, and remember, be an alpha at everything you do. Bye-bye.